thing that I want them to know from the jump, this is their team. This is your team. We have the honor, those young men right there have the honor to put that jersey on with that W on their chest and to sweat and bleed and cry on this floor to represent you. And it's my mission and it's their mission every day in practice, every game, every road trip, every time we have an opportunity to present ourselves, that we're representing that student body. It's your team, and the ultimate buy-in by you is a key ingredient to the success of our team and this program moving forward. You are very, very important to me, and I want you to know that from moment one. This is one of the most exciting moments of my life. This moment is the culmination of years of blood, sweat, tears invested into a game, the game of basketball. The ball has always bounced in my house. My father never coached a game beyond freshman basketball, but he inspired me to love the game and to love to inspire people. I just stood right there at the W, and I just kind of looked around. And then I looked up, and I went, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I got goosebumps. And again, don't think that that's lost on me, my responsibility to not only uphold that, but to pay honor to those guys that built that by taking it hopefully to another level. Walked out of there, I had a missed call from Tom, and I returned the call, and he asked me to be his head coach at Winthrop, and I took it and ran. And I'm not going to stop until we take this thing to a whole nother level. In 2007, my little girl was born, and I had never met her before. When that doctor put her in my arms, I loved her from moment one. I told them, that's how I coach. That's how I recruit. From day one, when I walked in that locker room, I loved those guys. I didn't care if they went kind of like, oh, you know, roll their eyes and think that was corny. I loved those guys. Now, I think they found, since 2 days with individual instruction, which, man, that was fun, that it's tough love. I'm going to hit them between the eyes and shoot straight with them and give them tough love and put my foot in their rear end if they need it and put my arm around their back if they need that as well. But they're really important to me. And we talked about my pillars that I learned. And that's the ABCs. And I told them, academics is everything, fellas. And I sit in a room with a recruit and parents. I'm not going to promise them points per game. I'm not going to promise them a starting position. Heck, I can't even promise them championships, although I feel like I hope I can. The thing I'll promise them is they'll walk across that stage in 4 years and they'll earn their degree. The B is basketball. I want basketball guys. I want guys that love the game, that invest in the game, that can lay at night, close their eyes, and hear the ball bouncing in November, now, and make that drive them to put their feet on the ground, get to the gym, and get shots up. Be a craftsman, work on their trade. I told them, if you're going to play for Coach Kels, you better love the game. And I think we got some guys that do that. C is character. It's well known that the window through which the rest of the world looks at this university, and really any university, is through the men's basketball program. And that is a huge responsibility. The decisions that they make on Friday and Saturday nights, in the dormitories, how they represent themselves when they shake hands with people and look them in the eyes, and uphold the ideals that Coach DeGiorgio talked about at Winthrop University, is really, really important to me. And Xavier University in general shaped me. My father played there. I played there, into who I am today. Father Michael Graham, Mr. Mike Babinski. And last but not least, person that's here today that is one of the most special people to me and shaped me not only into the person but the coach I am, Coach Skip Prosser. He's the one that instilled in me how you run a program, the pillars of ABCs, and how winning games and winning championships is really, really important. But the type of fathers and brothers and sons and students that your players become is the true mark of how you should be measured as a coach. From a basketball perspective, I'm a true believer, and Coach Prosser said this, that a team takes on the personality of their coach. And I believe that. And if that's the case, hopefully you can tell from these couple minutes of meeting me, we're going to play really hard, and we're going to play it with high energy. Coach used to say I make coffee nervous sometime. I believe to win championships, you got to have that bow your neck, grit your teeth, sit down in a stance, guard your mentality. But as Coach used to say, and I feel this applies to me, the older I get, the faster I want to play. And we're going to play with pace offensively. We're going to push the ball downhill and execute in the half court. And it is going to be a fun brand of basketball to watch, one that you can be proud of, and one that you could be excited to sit in those seats on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday nights here at the Winthrop Coliseum. I'm excited to be your head coach. I'm excited to be the head coach at Winthrop. We, them, you, our students, we're going to rock the hill.